Hey, good morning. It's Dr. James. I hope you're off to an awesome start today. Thanks for showing up. Thank you for your time. And thank you for your energy. And today I want to share with you something that I know you know intimately, because I know this is intimate with me. And the more that I'm traveling around the world and talking to different groups of people, people just like you and I who are really questioning whether or not they have more to go for in life, if they have resistance to actually following what they know in their heart to be true. And why is it so easy these days? Like, it seems like it's never been easier to fall into complacency, into groupthink, be a part of the fear, because you know what? Studies are showing more and more the way that technology works and what we're drawn to. It's so fascinating. What we tend to be drawn to in our minds when we see something on Facebook or Instagram, we tend to be drawn to two things. Number one, drama, and number two, comparison. Like judging ourselves versus what we see over there. And what it's creating is this insidious decline into groupthink, where complaining becomes contagious and judgment becomes contagious, and pointing the finger at others and then pointing it at ourselves and feeling like we're not enough, like we don't measure up. So this morning, I believe, it sounds like it's intimate, right? You know what? We're all going through this. I'm going through it. We're all going through it because it's technology. It was built to do this. And it's really effective, believe me. Oh my goodness, the neuroscience and seeing these functional MRIs, how the brain changes under the influence of these platforms. Whoa, scary. So what can we do? So what we can do is we can do the hard work of overcoming resistance and doing our very best to reprogram how our minds and our bodies and our soul play in this space of grace today. So what we know about conformity and the sea of sameness and falling into that groupthink is that it's very, very much built on the idea that we are drawn towards what's comfortable, what's familiar, and what others are portraying as the way to be. We just think we want to fit in, even though it may not even be what's connected to our heart and the deep wisdom. So stop right here and ask yourself, do you find resistance in following your heart's wisdom? And if you think about leaning into your heart's wisdom and really going after what you know in your heart to be true, speaking your truth, living your truth, not being afraid to stick out for being your truth, what's the first thing that comes up? Fear. That is literally the first thing that comes up, because we are leaving the space where we feel like we have others around us. We can blend in. And that's part of like very primal for us. Like, think about way back when, way back when we didn't want to lose our lives. We kind of fit in. We kind of crouched down. We were part of the herd, and we are hoping, you know what, the saber-toothed tiger is going to get that one, because that one's sticking out, or that one's slow, or that one's not as strong, or that one, whatever. That one is the one that we need to be today. We need to be sticking out. And you know what I'm learning, and believe me, I get my fair share of trolls for, being too optimistic, not being real, whatever. You know what? I'm so real, and I don't mean that egotistically, is that my heart gets broken every day. If I don't get moved to tears every day, then I know I'm not living up to my heart's calling. I want to feel that deeply. I want to care that deeply that I do get moved to tears and I do get scared. And then I connect with a ritual. And I want to share this ritual with you this morning, because what I'm learning is that our brain can overcome status quo, group thinking, sea of sameness by setting an intention and then doing a few simple practices that literally only take a few minutes every single morning. Number one, set that intention for how it is that you wish to show up, and ask your heart. Because there's these neurocardiology cells, there's 40,000 of them, and they're brilliant. And when you ask your heart what it wants to stand for, she will let you know, and she is a she. She has got great wisdom. She will let you know in pictures. She'll let you know in emotion. She'll let you know in these things called positive peptides, neuropeptides, which literally change and resculpt the brain. So we're not full of fear. We want to go for it. We want to stick out. We want to leave the sea of sameness. We want to be ruckus makers and change makers. That's the key. And then once you're done doing that, do something that moves your body, because you move your body, you build something called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, and that feeds brilliance, that feeds courage, that feeds contagion, that feeds confidence. It feeds change. These are unique times, and they require an unparalleled level, an uncommon, uncensored, unfiltered level of love and truth. And it's going to come down to whether or not we live the work, truly live the work of our heart's knowing. Overcome the fear, overcome the resistance, stick out, be wildly awake, and be the change that we have to see. Not we wish to see, that we have to see in the world. Much love and every blessing. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now.